It's another edition of Sandusky Speedway Facebook Live. It's the weekly recap of all of last week's action and all the news that you, the fans, need to know. And now for your hosts, here are Doug Dock and the Colonel, Chris Mize. Take it away, guys.
Hello, Colonel Mize.
All right, here we go. First off, I want to thank all our veterans out there. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do the sport we love or these broadcasts. We fought for our freedoms and served our country, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks to all the military serving overseas and homeland, protecting our freedoms. And thanks to the National Guard for protecting the elite in D.C. Thanks for our first responders, policemen, firemen, EMS, and doctors and nurses that went through a bunch of shit this last year. Thank you, guys. What's up, Doug?
I am having the time of my life. You?
I wasn't all the way plugged in.
You were going what?
I wasn't all the way plugged in on my earphones. That's
okay.
why I was in a panic for nothing.
So you're all good.
Oh, Matt, I understand. You know, you're a Michigan fan. I wouldn't want to come down
Yeah,
here.
sometimes you guys can't put a whole thought together and then actually do it.
Yeah.
Well. It's two separate things for you guys.
Buckeye country, we win games, football games and stuff. I understand. You know, if you're a Michigan fan, you want to stay up there amongst your own because
right,
you guys you don't win.
You ran away last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they played the COVID card last year. Remember?
Yeah. We got COVID this year, guys.
We'd rather chicken out with COVID than go down and take an ass whooping. I'm just playing, Matt. You know I'm true, but I'm just playing. So, Doug. No, I don't have the Roman. I got the Winston's. How are you feeling, Doug?
I am feeling a lot better. I got my coughs down to about 20 a day now. So, yeah, so that works.
All right, everybody. We'll start off with the banquet. Week and a half away. A week from this Saturday. We'll give you till there it is.
Tuesday.
23rd.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's got to be in by Tuesday.
All right, no later than Tuesday, guys. That's it.
And we aren't selling tickets at the door.
No, you're not. You know, if you don't have a ticket, you can't come in. It's COVID rules. You know, everybody's saying everything's getting better and we're going to open up and everything, and that's true. But we're still under COVID restrictions right now.
Right.
So, I mean, it hasn't. We haven't hit the magic number of 50 per 100,000, which we don't use regular math. We use Common Core math. So, I mean, but we still are under restrictions. So we have plenty of room. There's a lot of space. So don't worry about,
Yeah, you won't be on top of anybody.
No.
What's it seat? 300 or 400? I think she told me.
I think it's 500 actually. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's like a stadium.
Well, yeah, we got the big end of it. You know, the big downstairs part for the simple fact that we wanted to make sure that there was plenty of social distance. So send your tickets. Go to SanduskySpeedway.com. Click on the banquet. Fill out the form. Send your information in. And get the tickets in, guys. So we're only a week and a half away. We're only 3.5 weeks away from Icebreaker.
Yes.
Cavalcade.
Yes. Speaking of that, I know a lot of people are registering or starting to register. If you're going to be there both days, you need to register both days. I can't just automatically put you in there if you're not going to be there. So if you didn't register for 2 days, you're just going to see yourself on the first day or whatever day you registered for. I think I've got a couple that registered for just Sunday, and some that just registered for Saturday, and some that registered for both.
There you go. I gotta say this, Doug.
Okay.
I gotta say this, Matt. Our governor's better than yours, and that ain't saying a whole lot, buddy.
Right. Right.
But
yeah, I think those two can probably compare to each other.
Dumb and Dumber. But anyways, guys, you need to get registered for the year. We want you to register in for the year. We had Josh on last week. He explained a bunch of stuff that they're doing over there. If you go in and register for the year, it's going to make your life a lot easier each week. It's going to make Doug's life a lot easier, which in turn makes my life a lot easier.
A lot easier, yes. Yeah.
So please go get registered. If you're only coming down, very seldom out of Michigan, I know there's some Michigan guys coming. Register in anyways, because there's tracks that you go to that'll have my race pass. Register for the year. It's going to make you a lot easier when you go to another track to register in. So please get that done.
Now, he did bring up something last week that is pretty cool.
Fantasy.
And that's fantasy racing using the drivers that are on the track. So it's pretty cool. Pick your drivers. Yes, Dylan, you're correct. For $5.99 a month, you get access to pretty much everything that they have. Don't pay the $54.99 just for the fantasy racing. Pay the $5.99 a month, kill it at the end of the season, and save yourself some money.
It's a pretty cool deal the way he's explaining it, and the cool part on our side of it is if you're at the track, you get extra points for being at the track. I call them
attendance points.
Attendance points.
We tried to get them to change it to show up points, but
you get attendance points, show up points, and this is a pretty neat opportunity for the fans out there. I mean, you can. And even if you're at another place or wherever, you can play along. If you can't make the races, you're not going to get show-up points, but you can still play along.
Right. Stay in the game.
Stay in the game, yeah. And it's a pretty cool thing. He's sitting in the grandstands. I mean, it could be there's a few of you always come to races together. A little rivalry going on there. I think it was a great idea.
And we haven't talked yet, but we're probably going to throw something into it.
Free hot dog.
No, we might do a nightly one or a yearly one. I don't know. We're talking about it. Is the transponder fixed?
I didn't know.
The system, it worked.
We didn't have a problem with it last year.
The
only problem, let's back up. The only problem is the transponder line fixed. I didn't know there was a problem. The problem is you guys didn't register in, Dylan.
That was some of it, and there was another issue there.
There was a glitch.
Kept it from going out to the drivers.
That wasn't a line. That was a glitch on my race passes part. Remember that? That was, so that is fixed, Dylan. My race pass fixed that problem. And what was that, 4 weeks, Doug?
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah, it was 4 to 6 weeks. It might even been longer, and they caught the problem. No, it was messed up cavalcade, and that wasn't a line. That's all I'm gonna say.
That we don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Dylan, that we could do for you?
Yeah, Dylan Napier. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dylan Napier Show.
Here's Doug Dock, Chris Wise, and Dylan Napier.
Yeah. He's the guest host tonight. So, yes, Dylan, everything's fine. As long as you guys register. We come in the icebreaker, and you guys, here's what's going to happen. You guys sitting back. Friday afternoon, you're going to decide to do it. It might be an issue on your part because you get confused. We're going to get flooded with, messages. Come Saturday, you're not registered in because you get pissed off, say to hell with it, I'll just go tomorrow and they can register me in. Then when you go out to hot lapping that, when your division doesn't have times, you can walk around with the people, not us. Don't call us up the tower no more. You can walk around with people that didn't register. I know that, Dylan. The people that didn't register and ask them why they didn't register because that's why you're not getting times.
And, once hot laps start, there's just no stopping and going, okay, let's take care of this issue. So that's what you actually have to be up there to watch it to know exactly what happens, but we just don't have time to do it.
And I invite anybody that's racers, I invite you guys to come up and sit some night when something happens and you can't race that night, but you're there. Come up in that tower from start to finish of the night, not a couple hours and leave and come back later, start to finish. And you can see yourself at the beginning of the day. Well, hell, you just need to be up there at the beginning of the day and see what kind of issues we go through when this hasn't happened, and then come up later in the tower and sit and watch racing. And then when wrecks happened, Kenny Phillips was in the tower, what happened? I didn't see it. What do you mean you didn't see it? When I say that, y'all jump my ass.
Yeah, what do you mean you didn't see it?
What do you mean you didn't see it? How could you not see that? Oh boy, the marathon.
Yeah.
I was going to Florida, Willie. I really don't want to know. A little bit warmer enough here, but so getting to it, you have to go register early, please.
Is that Debbie?
Yeah. You want to say hi to Debbie?
Yeah.
Doug Duck said hi. So she said hi.
Tell her I'll be home soon.
You'll be home soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. She said, whoa. The second Jerry Springer show. She's going to keep the bed warm. Anyways, banquet tickets no later than Tuesday. If you're not in by Tuesday, sorry, we can't sell them at the door. I mean, we've been talking about this. We're going to go every other week up for a couple of weeks from now, a week or two before the icebreaker. We decided last week, 2 weeks ago, we'd start going every week, pushing the banquet because it's been changed around. This is our third time I'm telling you about the banquet. So you guys got to get on SanduskySpeedway.com, fill out the form, get stuff in. Or after Tuesday, you can wait outside and everybody walks out and hear about it.
Okay, let's go back to registrations for a minute. If you're with the Street Stocks, the CRS Truck Series, or the National Compact Series, you also need to register.
And I've talked to each one of the series owners the other day, and they put that information out on the Facebook pages, the National Compact page, Ohio Wheelman Series page, and the CRS page. Guys, we need you guys to register in too. And honestly, you can register into My Race Pass for the year too. It'd make a lot of sense. A lot of places that you guys are going use My Race Pass. So, it'll make life easier on you. Yes, Nicastro, the Dragon is back.
Okay, and then there's a practice session on Sunday, March 27th.
27th is the banquet. March 28th, 12 to dark.
And then there's one on Saturday. And then is there going to be one Friday before the cavalcade?
Yes, there is.
What time?
12 to dark. And at that time, I won't be there. Kevin will be there and that. But at that time, I believe he's going to do like he's done the last couple fall cavalcades where you can buy your practice time for the day, whatever he's charging for practice. You can also buy your 2-day pit pass passes that day too on Friday.
It's very nice of him.
Yes, it is. So, you know, when you get wristbanded on Friday for the weekend. So when we clear the pits, you can go walk over by the pit chute, and you know you don't have to go through the long line. It's packed with social distancing.
Okay, it's nice. So let's talk about what's going on in the background there at Sandusky Speedway. You got a couple things going on.
Well, started redoing the go-kart track. I haven't been out there for a few days. It's going to be a lot wider.
It's not going to the flagpole. People were concerned about that.
No, what happened was this, and just real quick on this. The grading part of the infield of the go-kart track was high in different spots, and there was the drainage, the pipe that drains out is on the north end of the track, in between 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, I'm sorry. The water that was at the south end, down by 1 and 2, had no way to get out to drain. So what I'm doing is redoing everything so the water from the south end drains out down to the north end. So we got plenty of drainage, and we don't have a lot of the watering issues on the rains that we get where water's puddled up. So, and then we're widening the track out. Everybody had a concern. One of the things we heard, you know, we heard a lot about is the track needs to be wider. The track needs to be wider. So we're doing a whole new renovation of the go-kart track. The track will be wider. I know when you come out of turn 2 and you come out of turn 4, where you're supposed to be banked coming out, the bank inverted going down on the stretches. Everything will be banked up now. The stretches won't be banked a lot, but they'll be banked the right way. And the corners, how it was dished out, is going to come straight down. It should be a pretty good deal for you guys in the go-kart side. And remember, you know, all you fans that come watch Saturday nights and you're looking for something to do on Sunday afternoons, I'm telling you, I've never been a big into go-karts and that, but I'm going to tell you right now, I said it last week and I'll say it again. Come out and watch these kids, and there's full-grown adults, people older than me that race every week, you know, in the faster karts. But when you start watching these kids, it's kind of funny because they're all kind of nervous in the beginning of the year and they're staying away from each other. You go out halfway through not even halfway actually, but you go out there halfway through the year, and at the end of the year, and these guys are actually bumping, rubbing side by side, and it's just another way, you know, to come out and support these kids. This is our future in racing.
Okay, can you tell us how far away from the flagpole it's going to be? Because that was a concern of some people watching your video.
It's going to be a ways away from the flagpole.
Almost about the same, right?
Listen, the swale is about 10, 15 foot from the flagpole to the west of the flagpole. That swale comes down, and I got another swale, you know, to make it for the water to drain. The go-kart track is going to be about 5 foot wider than what you had last year, the actual track. I had to do all that on that video in order to get the right drainage for everything to work right for us to have a nice track. I mean, we all know if you don't have water draining out from the south end, we're going to have a pond in there, and then after it rains, we're not going to be able to race because it's going to be too wet. So in order to get that down, I had to strip a lot of the sod off the infield up to the flagpole to get the right swale. So it wasn't a radical swale in case some kid did or person drove into the infield for some reason, come off the track. It wasn't a real radical jump. You know, they could wreck the car on it or anything. They can make it a gradual. Yes, I do, Edge. Hey, when can you be out?
What about the big track?
We're looking. I got a few phone calls out. We're gonna. There's a bad spot going down the front stretch. Everybody's aware of. We're gonna do some patchwork on that. We're We got a few things we're going to patch on a big track and get some of the bad spots that we've been fighting for a couple years fixed here in the next couple weeks. That's can't had a conference call last night, Doug, with the beer stock guys, and I went over that. Right now, I'm at the mercy of the asphalt plants. Anybody in construction knows. You can say you're going to do whatever the hell you want to do, but
yeah.
So they start making asphalt, you're not doing shit. So I mean, it's going to be a last second. With me, it's going to be when the asphalt plants are open, boom, we'll get it done and get it over with. Hopefully we got a week or two before we cure out on it, before we race. But, I mean, it's cold enough, even if that asphalt goes down, it's not real hot. It's cold enough that we'll be fine. But I'd love to say we're going to do it at the end of this week, but, the asphalt plants tell you different. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
You're at their mercy. And anybody in construction knows it's not always good sometimes to be in the asphalt plant's mercy. So.
All right. Can you answer this question?
I can't. What is it?
You want me to read it to you because you're too lazy to get up?
Yeah.
Normal cavalcade type weekend. Saturday Renegades qualify heat feature. Sunday just features, right?
Yes. It'll be same. Like I said, it'll be the same format as what the fall cavalcade was. Same format is what we'll be doing. So, yes. Every format that we use for the divisions for fall cavalcade is what we're going to use for the icebreaker spring cavalcade. I've been answering that question. I was out on a pier. My phone wasn't working half the day. I went to make call. It, not connected, this, that, and the other. And I come back in, and my phone sounded like a slot machine. Ding, 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 ding.
Right.
And a lot of them were, and rightfully so, a lot of them were some of the renegade guys asking that same question.
Yeah, and all that stuff's going to be on the website here as soon as we get through some of this other stuff.
In the banquet.
Yeah, the pit pads, there's only a few left, so if you're looking for them, make sure that you fill out the form for it.
We are looking for somebody to come up and start learning a scoring system this year. So we've put something up on our page. It's the Speedway Facebook page.
About what?
Somebody coming up, help for scoring. Didn't you have something up about somebody learning the system helping you?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, oh, Pete's, man. What? COVID, my ass. That's
I was like not paying attention.
Everybody, what the hell would he be saying to me if that was me right now? He'd be drilling me. I'm sitting there looking at him like, "Well, you're the one to put the thing up."
Yes, we're looking for a scorer. I drive 106 hours a season for racing.
Here we go. He's got it right down to that. Not only that, we got to get somebody up there to learn the system because
in case I don't make it.
Well,
in case the Lord has other plans for me.
Oh, here we go. He doesn't. You just went through COVID. You're fine. Look, you're smiling. He drives 3 hours one way, and anything can happen.
Yes.
In that trip.
Yes.
Car breakdown, wreck.
The least of the worries.
Pulls over, takes a nap, and sleeps till 10 o'clock.
No, I do that on the way home, though.
But please, go to the Facebook page. Doug will put it up again.
Yes, I will.
So, and listen, just let me say this real quick, Doug, in all seriousness. If you got feelings or you need a safe space, this is not a position for you to be in.
We don't issue a card.
No.
For you to wave and say, see, I have my blue card.
I still believe in Pepe Le Pew, Yosemite Sam, and Dr. Seuss. But this is not, this is not. It gets heated sometimes. It gets,
Very tense.
Yeah, 18 and above, because the language isn't always politically correct. So, if you got feelings,
He said not always. It's always not.
If you got feelings or you're easily offended, please don't waste our time or yours, because and
You gotta sit next to the big lunk,
and hope smoking don't bother you.
right? Because he doesn't care. I just cough and cough and cough and cough all night long.
You know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, there's only a couple times that I've got upset with scores, and I've really never. I don't think they've ever experienced.
One did.
One did, one did, but I especially somebody that's new up there starting out. I don't. It's a different side of me. I have a lot of patience, believe it or not, with that until you're 3/4, almost 95% done with the season, and you're making the same mistakes that you made at the beginning of the year, and then where it cost the guy $400, and I get upset. Yeah. So,
So if you're interested, if that made that job sound like something you want to do,
it is fun. I just wanted to put that out there because we get people that, I don't want you to show up thinking that,
it's an office type setting.
Yeah, we're going into a church or an office type setting, because it's, it can be far from that. And but if you like racing, you want to be involved, and you have to have computer skills, go on our page. Doug will put it up. So, what did he say?
New track record.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How about that one, Castro? But other than that, I mean, we're pretty set. I don't know. Come on next week if Kevin needs some help on his side of it underneath, or the gate guards. I believe he was looking for a couple gate guards a couple weeks ago. I don't know if he filled them spots. The infield pits and everything were pretty set. Safety crew and all that. If you're still interested, give us a shout. Maybe we can work something out. I can't promise anything on that because, like I say, all our people, we got a great crew last year. Finally put together, and we were gelling, and everything was working out good. And all them guys are coming back, so I appreciate that. Everybody's coming back. I don't think I offended too many people on that side of it.
No, not. Or they got over it.
How would you like to be in a safety truck or something one day when I, start my spazoid? Well, I wonder. I'd love to have a hidden tape recorder around and listen to what these people say. There he goes again. Shut the radio off.
Right. Right.
So, other than that, I mean, we're getting close. I mean, last year at this time, we were all wondering what the hell was going to happen. Right now, as of now, things are looking good. Worst case scenario, we start where we were last year. Governor DeWine's lifted some of the restrictions on outdoor events, so things are looking good. We're kind of optimistic. We're looking at. If we're looking at the numbers, we've discussed this. If we're looking at all the numbers and what he's saying and everything, I see no reason by mid-May, end of May, that our restrictions should be lifted. Am I correct on that, Doug?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. I don't believe.
I don't think we'll ever be back to normal. But like face mask stuff. I think the social distancing will just kind of always be there now. Not quite to the degree it is, but you always kind of stay away from people.
Remember this, though, in an outdoor setting, if you're with your group of 10 or less and you're social distance 6 feet away from another group, which Fauci and the CDC had a whole nother story on that the other day, but I won't go there yet. It was half of what they've been telling us for a year. But if you can stay 6 foot away, you do not need a mask in an outdoor setting. The minute you go inside the tunnel, the concession stand, you will have to have a mask on. And that's starting out the year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't anticipate that restriction, lift until the end of May, June, July, if it does. So remember, you do not have to wear a mask in an outdoor setting outside if your group that you're with 10 or less, right, Doug? It's 10 or less, I believe, still, right?
Yeah, but I think that's going to go away too. But
starting out 10 or less, and you can social distance 6 foot, you do not have to have a mask on outside. So
you can kiss and do whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as you're within your group and it's your wife or whatever, right? Unless you're swingers and swingers and the 6 of you come, I don't care who you're kissing. Just don't kiss in front of me, But it just we won't even get into that. That's another Sunday night show on the transgender. But I don't ever see anybody kissing the assistant secretary to health, but whatever.
All right.
So just keep that in mind as we open. That will be the restriction. So you got to obey that as we open. So I can't read it.
How many times do you race a year? I have permanent seats at Shady Bowl. I might be interested in helping out.
We race, I don't know how many events we got this year.
I think 20 what?
20 to 23 events. If you count our double weekends, I think it comes up to 23 events total.
I'll tell you at the end of the season after I'm done driving them all.
Here we go.
Here's a schedule right there. Just click on that and I'll take you right to the schedule.
Yeah. So, other than that, people were getting ready to go. Like I said, this is a little change from last year. Yeah, no shit, man. The McCalls, geez, Pete's, they bring 30 people.
We'll have a section for you.
So, we're set. We still have plan A, B, C down just in case. We're a little more prepared for anything that might pop up. We're prepared for it. We've had conversations all winter with government officials and everybody.
We don't have a crystal ball, so we can't predict like gas prices or anything like that.
Yeah, no shit. And we apologize. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but we apologize to all you people that gas is going out of sight, looking to rise again. They passed a stimulus bill at 2 a.m. in the Senate. Okays it by 11.
It's a Sunday night show.
Yeah, and there's a 40 cents federal tax hike in gas.
By the way, speaking of gas and the stimulus bill, I think there's new food coming to Sandusky Speedway.
Is there?
I think so. We might have chicken. It's possible.
It is chicken.
So
chicken, and you guys ain't registering. So, this year we're looking at, guys, listen, Mark is going to move over to the tower next to us, the announcer, the VIP tower. Mark will be in there announcing right by the window. I will be in the booth where Mark used to sit.
No, you're going to sit by the door.
By the door, yeah. I'll sit by
because
the
you want
door.
to be right there where you can go out and yell out the back perch.
So, and there's reasons, that we're doing this. One is because my mouth overbleeds into the mic sometimes, and
A lot of times.
the grandstands don't need to hear what I'm saying. But so
Yeah.
if you guys want to, go up and see Mark, talk to Mark, you're going to have to use the entrance into the VIP tower. You'll no longer be this year where we've always been. Make sure you drivers, make sure you go on SanduskySpeedway.com, look through, and there's a sponsor form, right? Car sponsor form, Doug. How do you got that listed?
We have it listed in my computer, and it's going to go up here probably within the next day or so.
Okay, so in the next couple of days, go to SanduskySpeedway.com and look for that. Drivers, fill that out. Fill that out.
It's you can type on it and hit send, and it'll come right to us.
So Mark has all your information. I mean,
and then he'll be able to name your sponsors and all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's.
If you're with a series, normally the series has that stuff, but if you want to send it over, that's fine.
Someday, Kevin, but not right now.
That's it. There's a discussion going on about those, and probably sometime this year we'll have an answer on what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen right this minute.
No,
I can tell you that.
No, and with COVID, wood prices have went up drastically. I know that firsthand.
Off the chart.
Yeah,
off the chart. That went up before gas did.
Yep.
And so hopefully in a couple months we'll have an answer to what we're going to do down there. And but right now, no, that's not going to happen anytime within the next couple months. So I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but that's the truth. So I'll tell you something's going to happen or not happen, and I get called out on the carpet.
No, I do have to ask this question because I'm just looking at it here. That earlier in the year, you said that we were doing preliminary and heats only for every division, and then on April 11th we were doing all features. So that's changed. Is that what you're telling me?
I probably screwed up. I do that once in a while.
Tonight or then?
We're running, and I've always said we're running the same format for the Spring Cavalcade as we do the Fall Cavalcade. The Fall Cavalcade, I wasn't thinking probably when I said that. And
you know how many times I ask you that?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Yeah.
And I probably just like on a Saturday night.
Yep.
I probably did say that. I'm sorry if I did.
All these people thinking
it's the same format as what we do in the Fall Cavalcade. So, and that's the format we were in last few years in the Fall Cavalcade. I'll put it out. I'll come up with it. I'll talk to Kevin. I'll put out exactly what the format's going to be, and that'll come out by next Tuesday. I have the laps and everything. I'll sit down with Kevin and we'll go over, and I have the laps and everything that we're going to do. And it's time. We're 3 weeks away, and I actually probably promised you guys that a couple weeks ago. And I just, honestly, people, I haven't had time. A lot of stuff's went on with my work and a few other things. And, there's only so many hours in a day. And something had to take a back seat, and evidently that did.
All right, I just seen it here. That's what we actually put out. So let me know.
Yeah, I probably made a mistake.
Wow, I'm writing that down.
I said I was sorry to the driver last night in the conference call. Now I admitted I made a mistake tonight. What the hell's going on with me?
That was on the 15th. Yeah.
I'm getting soft.
Softer, kinder, gentler Chris Mize.
I'm with the Pillsbury Doughboy over in the corner in the shadows. Please, not me next. Please.
Sometimes you feel like
Yeah, you know, and for any of you people that are on my Facebook page, that's what happened. I'm an asshole because I watched all these cartoons when I was a kid, and it affected me so deeply that that's why I am the way I am. The truth come out. Thank God they're taking them all off.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Our kids today are so much better now.
Stay tuned because I'm going to start the class action lawsuit that I've been affected for life because of that. So, I don't know which Chris he's talking to. The caster's getting out of that. But other than that, get the cars ready. Going to the banquet. You ain't got your tickets. You haven't filled out the paperwork. Get that in. Get on my race pass. Register. It's very important. You guys that are going to be running with us, any of you guys that are going to be running, register for the year. It's going to actually make your life a lot easier when it comes time to register every week or wherever you're going to go and race, and they got that system. Remember, once you do that, you're in. You click a few things, we automatically got the right name spelling and everything, which becomes a cluster. Because if one little thing's off in your name when you register, let's say week to week, and you might click something off and they take it and you come out, we know who you are and everything, but it puts you in a whole nother, as a new driver. And then, you know, when the points come out, Doug gets points out, you're going down and you might have been third in points that week going into the week. All of a sudden you might have dropped fifth, but down here 20th somewhere, you got, you know, another section where you got points for one night because it's that touchy. One little thing's off when you register week to week, it throws us off. We don't catch it till Doug does the points. Doug sometimes catches it, but you know, when you're dealing with what he's dealing with up there, it doesn't always get caught until the points come out, and then you call, you know, upset, and that's why. If you go in and register for the year, no matter where you're racing, if you're CRS, Ohio Wheelman, National Compact, whatever, you go in there right now and register for the year. Doesn't matter what track you go to other than ours that has my race pass, it's easier for you to go into their system, click. Also, that tracks how many races you ran, where you ran, you know, top wins, top fives, valuable information you can take to your sponsors, you know, at the end of the year for next year. And it makes us have a easier day.
Yeah, and that's what that's all about.
No, it's a valuable tool that a lot of us, including, you know, racetracks, including us, haven't been using all the tools that they give us.
Yeah, because honestly, guys, if everybody was registered, everybody had a profile, there's a screen, it's called the announcer screen, and that screen can be up and it pulls all your information over. So you don't even need to give the announcer anything because that piece of it is already in the system. It builds it right off of the profile that you set up. So when I was using it at the very beginning, it gave where you've raced, what play, you know, what where you placed at in heats, qualifying, features, just so much stuff that can be on there. But we're not there yet. We're still going to do things slowly, build to that.
Yeah, but you guys can go in and get that, you know, get that system. Another thing I want to touch base on one more thing real quick, before I forget about it. Sandusky Speedway Graphics, 419-625-4084. Need any graphics done? The t-shirt printer will get going here real soon. We got overloaded in the graphics side and been slammed. Listen, if you plan on getting your graphics done for your car, you need to call in and get on the list because right now,
Chris is
Chris.
just sitting there twiddling his thumbs.
Yeah,
So we got to give him something to do.
Yeah, he's not. He's really slammed Ashley's in there and stuff, and it's the time of year where a lot of you think you just call in and have your graphics this
The
weekend.
next day.
Yeah, this weekend, and listen, there's a line right now, and we're a week out. I believe Chris is still watching. I think we're a week out right now. If you call in today, it's going to be a week or so. So if you need graphics, you need to call Sandusky Speedway Graphics and talk to Chris or Ashley and get on the list and tell them what you need. So Kyle's been doing some design work for us too. So we get your design done quickly and get you in the system to where we get your graphics out quicker. Don't, right now, don't think you're going to call in and I'm not trying to be rude about this. Don't think you're going to call in tomorrow and think you're going to have your graphics by Friday. Right now we're backed up and it's not, but if you need graphics, we'll get them to you. Kevin's been going out there and printing at night, early in the morning, getting Chris and them ahead. So, we're pushing them through real quick, probably a little quicker than we have in years past. So that's not to say you're not going to get them, but it's going to, you could be 4 or 5 days out once you get that design. The design's a whole other thing where you're back and forth and you got to okay the design. Once that design's okayed, you could be as quick as 3 to 5 days out, but you got to get in there. If you need graphics and you want to use Sandusky Speedway graphics, which I suggest, I want you to call there, but you need to call in and start getting your orders in right now. Start getting a design process. If you already got the design from years past, call Chris and we can get it printed out and you can get on the list. And Kevin, like I say, these guys they're kicking ass, really. I mean, they're doing a hell of a job. They're swamped and graphic store's been doing a hell of a job getting the stuff out in a timely fashion. So make sure you call there if you need it, 419-625-4084. Get a hold of Chris or Ashley and they'll take care of you. So other than that, what else you got, Doug?
So if you're a fan or a driver or whatever, and want to get involved in fantasy racing, I just put the link there. When you click on it, it's going to bring up only $54.99 a year. I probably would not do that. Do the $6 a month. Start it in April, kill it in October, and you save yourself a lot of money doing that. You get everything. You'll get the lineups. You'll get the timing. You'll get the fantasy racing. Everything that it has to offer for $5.99 a month, $6 a month. What do you think about that?
Listen, if I sit on my phone on the lineups when the races start coming out, I never used to listen. You can ask Doug. I know I pissed him off many nights. Doug, what's the lineup? Doug, tell me if lineups are. Tell me if lineups are. And he's looking at me a couple of years ago. You can have it right on your phone, Chris. So I finally did it. Starting 2 years ago, started in a little last year. Boom. I just pull it up on my phone when the initial lineup come out. I don't do it when there's cautions.
Yeah, when there's a caution, it takes some reorganizing, and it won't come up till we hit the green again. So you won't see it.
Yeah, but the initial lineups, I got it right there. You guys can get that too. But same thing that I'm looking at on my phone. And I can look and it just made life a little easier in the tower by that little app on my phone. I don't have a laptop in front of me or a screen. I just push my phone and boom. And, I can see. So, questions come from the pits. Doug don't always have to answer them where he did before. I can look right on my phone. I normally got it, and I can tell them, the lineup and this. And actually the pit sheet's been using it too. They pull it up on their phone and they don't have to So
Yep.
you people are privy to that same
Yep,
app.
you have it as well. And then it just, sometimes there's adjustments because people scratch or whatever happens. So,
Just so everybody knows, Doug, I'm wearing my pajamas again.
yeah, I
It
see
seems to
that.
be the hot topic. I don't know why, because I wear pajamas. But all right, to recap everything, then we'll cut off, guys. Is Banquet? You have till Tuesday. Go to the website, click on the link, fill it out, send your information in. My race pass. Make sure you get registered in. Icebreakers in a few weeks. I will, by next Tuesday, have that information. We'll put it out sometime this, maybe even late this week, over the weekend. We'll put out the laps and everything, how the format of it. What else was it?
What?
Sandusky Speedway graphics. If you need graphics, and listen, if you're a fan watching, you need a yard sign, a banner. If you want a banner, your favorite driver, come on in and see Chris and Ashley. I mean, we get you banners, yard signs, billboards, anything. If you want it, we'll try our best to accommodate it and make it. We got a mentality. We don't say no. We'll try. We'll try to accommodate you any way we can. Easy for me to say once again, sitting here, huh, Doug?
Right. And then you go the total opposite way when they open.
Yeah. So other than that, we appreciate you guys watching. I hope everybody's staying safe. Things are looking better on the COVID side. The other side, I don't want to comment, but government side. But people, I will say this. As I've said for almost a year, if you're not registered to vote, you better go register to vote and vote in your elections. Right now, Google search EPA and racing. That bill's going to end up trying to go back through where you can't modify an engine. There's going to be an attack on racing. Go look it up. Don't believe me. Go look it up and do your research. It's very imperative that you guys vote in every election there is to save this sport. Trust me on this. Other than that, I got nothing else, Doug. Do you?
Nope, that's it.
We thank you guys for watching. God bless y'all. God bless the United States. Thank you.